I'm Ma. Hello. I was thinking about to go live and play Blooket with my viewers and put names on Wheel of Fame of names for the shout out. To the shout, I'm gonna name this the wheel of names the shout out wheels. Every time. So here are the rules of the shout out wheel. Whenever I will the shout out wheel, you put your name in, and I'll add you'll get it, and you'll get the chance of being added to the shout out wheel. Whatever the arrow ends on, you'll get a you'll get a you'll get a humongous shout out. So this is the set that I made. It has 10 questions, and the name is Learning About Computer BSODs, which stands for Blue Screen of Death. Okay, so I'm not gonna. Alright, I'm gonna host. If you guys want to join me, please, I'm sure if something happened, he'd let Gene, know. What if he's not been at home and he's somewhere else? Alright, I'm gonna do crypto hack. I mean, anything could happen. I'm gonna do crypto hack, guys. You need to be worried. Alright. Yeah, it's just odd that he don't ever, he's always. I'm gonna do crypto hack, guys. You're responsible more than that. Yeah. Or he comes off. Alright, let's set it to 2 minutes. See if he wants to ride out there and see. Check out him. Me and him right out there. But I'll come in and spray that stuff. And I'll hit it. Let's go. Alright, the code is 7829048. Hold on, guys. Oh, there we go. Alright. I'm coming out there Saturday. We're waiting on one more person, guys. Waiting on one more person. And we're waiting on one more people, guys. Waiting on one more people. So go to playblooket.com and enter game ID. The game ID is 7829048. We just take turns spraying and kill grass and all. Yeah. I don't care to do that. So, that way I won't have to if you're just joining, I've done that for 2 years, and actually, don't join yet. Don't join. Don't join. Don't join. Yeah, I gotta do the shout out wheel first. Alright, love you. Alright. Alright. Let's close ads. I don't want ads. I'm not doing ads. Yeah. Alright, guys. You see? Can you see that I'm thinking about going live, but please join my live stream and add your name to the shout out wheel. And if your name lands on the arrow, I'll give you a humongous shout out. We should probably get bunk beds for Jennifer's room, and then get some twin beds for the boys. So close. Yeah. But what are we gonna do when Lisa gets out of the hospital? I guess we're gonna have to rent one of those hospital beds. Maybe we'll have to hire a nurse too. But you know what? I could do that. I could probably learn how to do some beds. Scott. I want my mom. Honey? Hey, buddy. Come here. Come on. Oh, sweetie, come on. You know what? It's gonna be okay. She's conscious. Yes. Honey? Hey. Honey? Hey. Everything's all right. The kids are with me, and I'll bring them as soon as you're better, okay? What? What, honey? What? Phil? It's the place you're out looking for. It's not gonna get away. It's Friday the 10th. Still? Yeah. It's better, thanks. Goodness. You mind if we talk for a minute? You haven't found him, have you? He checked his sister's place, his old job, his parents' place. Where are they going to be hiding him? No. He's had no contact. He spoke with them for being completely cooperative. I asked about the kids. Well, I called. It's awkward. You can understand their position. Are you sure there isn't any place you can think of? Their old house. He defaulted on the payments. The bank they possessed. It hasn't been sold yet. It's just standing there. Is it stolen? Thank God you're still here. Once the liver is that damaged, we literally poisoned ourselves. But she was getting better. I know. She's in no pain. That's all we can do. I'm sorry. Lisa, honey, I'm here. Phil. Police are after him. Promise. Oh, yeah, I promise you won't get away. Repeat. Promise. Of course. I'll take care of them. Forever. Promise. Oh, don't go. Please. I'm sorry. I can't give that information out to family members. Oh, Mr. Stone. I'm afraid the news isn't good. Mrs. Miles passed away. Just a minute. Here she is. Mrs. Stolen. It's your husband. Hi, Del. Oh, honey, I'm so glad that you called. I'm gonna get you for this, Joanne. It's the last thing I do. I'm gonna get you for this. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Well, I like to see the results. Thank you so much for Shake for the sub.
I'm so sorry. What is this? Earbud with remote control feature. Feature on these are dope. You can control your phone to play music. It even have Find My Phone feature. The over-ear design is comfortable. Get now for 40% off on TikTok Shop. The future of trading is here. On Robinhood.
Hey, Scott. Joanne, I'm so sorry. We weren't sure if we should come, but Lisa was our daughter-in-law. Where's your son, Doris?
Joanne, if we'd have heard from him, we would have told the police.
We'll call you sometime soon and visit with the kids.
I'm sure they like that.
Scott, come on, honey. Why don't you walk around to her car? I didn't think they'd show.
Well, funny if they didn't.
Honey, what if they really do know where Bill is and he uses him to get to the kids? We have to keep him safe, honey. I promised Lisa.
I know. I'm done with you on that, but like we have to let the grandparents in to some degree.
Yeah. And if they haven't really had that much to do with the kids anyway. I doubt they'll even call them.
Maybe not.
But if they do, I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow it. Not until Bill is caught. I don't know. I have no idea what he would have been.
You didn't hear any sounds. Jukebox, street noise.
No, nothing like that. I think he might call his parents.
Don't try anymore to monitor your calls. You guys hold him on the wire right now. We're just gonna watch his parents. See if he pops up.
Yeah, but you realize that until you catch him, you're in danger.
Okay, you send a car by your place every half hour.
Tell me to the side of the vehicle. He's got to watch it.
I hope like hell you're right. Lock it up. Hun?
Well, I'm gonna be working nights for a while. I don't know.
I know. And you can't turn down this promotion.
You're gonna need some protection.
Cops driving by 50 times a day.
That's a slight exaggeration.
Just put it away, okay? Susie, you have to go back to school sometime, and now's the time. Everybody's just gonna stare at me. It's gonna be too weird. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. But the sooner you go back, the sooner you get it over with, and eventually they forget about it and you go on. You make it sound so easy. Oh, believe me, I know it's not easy. What, that's it? No patronizing speeches?
Nope.
So I'll see you downstairs? Yeah. All right, Scott. Come on, Billy. Come on. There's a lot of guys going around today. All right, guys. You get in the front seat. Scott, you can get in the box. I can do your own. One last time. Stop. years as a principal, I've had kids with all kinds of family troubles, but never anything like this. Well, what they've been through is pretty horrifying. It's beyond comprehension. Do you have them in counseling? Yeah, they don't like to go, but I think it helps. I'm sure it does. Their father is still... Oh, I know. Only you or your husband are allowed to pick up the kids after school. Anyone else tries, and we'll call the police. Thank you. You can take him with you into the waiting room if you like. Hey, big guy, that's a pretty cool dinosaur. He got pretty sad today, didn't he, Scott? Yeah. He's got some friends over there by the toy box. Why don't you see if you can find them? Yeah, listen, honey, I'm just going to talk to Carolyn for a minute. I'll be right out. I had the hardest time trying to get them to go to school today. They didn't want to go. Insecure. Yeah, but okay, I've done everything that you told me to do. I've given them a routine. I've made their rooms their own. Give them lots of love, constant reassurance. But everything they've ever known has been violently taken away from them. Naturally, they feel adrift. Okay, well, so what do I do? Have you been made their legal guardian? Well, no, but I promised my sister in the hospital that I would always take care of her. Then make it official. How do we do that? Well, you have to talk to someone at child welfare, a social worker. They'll interview you, look over your house, make sure that no other family member is laying claim to the kids. Well, Bill's parents are the only possibility on that front, but I don't think they'd do it. Good. Then, after all that, you go to court to be declared guardians. And if you eventually want to adopt them. Oh, yeah. I mean, yes, we do. Then you'll have to legally terminate Bill's parental rights. This is a lawyer that specializes in custody cases. She'll get warning for him. Thanks. I mean, my God, Mom, we're just cousins. No, I can't get away from her. That's a pretty dramatic statement, but true. That's not even the worst part. I feel guilty. I mean, I'm mad at her because she's around so much. And I try to be nice to her. I do, but I can't because I'm mad at her. I feel like such a jerk. She lost her mom. And all I can think about is my space being invaded. Hey, listen, it's hard adjusting to this new life, you know? And you know what else? You're not a jerk. Scott? Hey, did you have another bad dream? Where's Uncle Dale? He's working. Can I sleep with you? I have a better idea. Come on, sweetie, I want to show you something. Okay, why don't you like to eat? Because I have a little something for you. Here you go. Now, every time you wake up, even in the middle of the night, your mom will be right here smiling at you. Okay? Good night. Love you.
Alright, you better eat your snack.
Good night, Mom.
Or brush your teeth.
Hello? Jill? It's for 10 bird houses. Right now, though, they're ready to ship. Well, it's just that things have been turned upside down around here. Yeah. Well, we're in the middle of this custody thing, and they still haven't found Billy yet. And I just, oh no, Judy, I gotta call you back. I gotta go pick up the boys from school. Listen, I'll ship the find out tomorrow. Okay? Great. Bye bye.
Or of the good stuff with lactate, calcium, and rich milk. Spring into comfort at Keller and Cohen's Furniture and Mattress. The more you buy, the more you save. Like a solid wood dining set for $7.99.
Is that any way to talk to her, man? Come on. Oh, nice. Gonna get my kids.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promise I will never be late again. Okay? He just marched right into the schoolyard. What are you people doing?
We're doing everything we can.
Think so? I don't think so at all.
You know, I keep stealing cars as he goes.
Sorry for the long break.
Got the warrant.
Do you want to know where he's going to
Well, I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Trying to get out?
Place unmarked cars in front of your place, and we're gonna have squad cars in front of each school. Besides, we'll get in before that happens, Mr. Stoller. I promise you.
Thank you so much for the man, the myth, the legend.
Kennedy, how you doing? What
You gonna get us tonight?
storehouse is quiet. I checked
Very
back here.
nice. We'll be right back.
Joanne.
Just thought that if we could go away for a while, maybe things would.
Huh? We just inherited 3 kids. We've got one of our own.
We could borrow the money.
Look, I know you're worried. I'm worried too. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna pack up and go because of Bill.
I just thought that...
This is our house. All right, this is our life. For now, at least these are our kids. And I will not
Did
let
you?
him set the rules.
You know, he almost got them at school. I mean, he could just as easily walk right in here.
There
Oh
is
my God,
an unmarked police car sitting out there right now. And he's gonna follow you and the kids everywhere.
That is exactly my point. There's no way to live.
Look, for now, anyway, it's just the way it's gonna have to be. I'll call you later. I'll check up on you, okay?
Yeah, okay.
See you in the morning.
remember how your mom found out how she died. You know, she had a whole life before this happened. No. She was so afraid. She was always afraid. Not always. I don't know if you remember this, but I think you were too young.
I had
Just a toddler
constipation.
on a picnic. You, me,
Constipated? Yes, I got constipated.
and you got stung by a mosquito.
Food.
I'm allergic to bees. Yeah, that's how we found out. You swelled
your
up. You
poop
looked
for
like a
too long.
watermelon.
Yeah.
And you could barely breathe.
Don't do
I
that.
was in a panic. And your mom just said, just get in the car and drive. And she took you, she put you on her lap, and you were turning blue. What? I stopped breathing? Yeah. Yeah, and Lisa just gave you mouth-to-mouth resuscitation all the way to the hospital. And
Wait, I remember.
I remember that. You do?
Yeah. Mom just held on to me and she said everything would be okay. I remember when the doctor had to give me shots
I had to leave.
with that really big needle. Mom just held my hand and she smiled. And I knew everything would be okay.
She was a good mom, huh?
Yeah. But when Dad
You
was...
know what? You know what she always held on to? Was that she loved your kids. She just loved being your mom.
Yeah. She did.
Yep, and you loved her.
Yeah.
Really, give him the ball. Really, give him the ball. Nicholas, you okay? Billy! What's wrong with you, Billy? No, Billy, just calm down, Billy. Unfortunately, it's inevitable. He was raised in a violent home and he has violent tendencies. Susie and Scott aren't violent. Each child is an individual and will react in their own way. You've seen some of it already with Scott's nightmares and Susie's blaming herself. There's also the issue of their father. With him still out there, the kids are completely on edge. Aren't we all? Has there been any progress?
No. I mean, not that I know of. Boy, you know, it's really hard to think about him, and it's impossible not to. You feel as though he's ruling your life. Well, in a lot of ways, he has. This has all been pretty stressful for you. You have no idea. So when are you going to come in and talk to me? I'm talking to you now. You're talking to me about the kids. When are you going to come talk to me about yourself? I'm fine, really. I'm fine. Joanne, if you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of everyone else? Billy, come on! Going, wait. Hey! Honey, I know you don't want to leave the house because your dad is going to be out there, but listen, the police are going to stop. Hey, hey, that was not your fault, okay? That was
Right.
I am not going to let him hurt you. Of course not. Susie, I am not gonna let him. I'm gonna take care of you now. I promise. Okay. Now you go downstairs and get your backpack. And I'll meet you by the car, okay? Alright. Love you.
Alright, guys. Thank you sorry. Thank you so much to Kayla. Thank you so much to thank you so much for Kayla for the sub. Thank you so much for Mike for subscribing. Thank you so much for Xavier for the sub. Thank you so much for William for the sub. Thank you so much for Thank you so much for Show for the sub. Thank you so much for Wednesday for the sub. Thank you so much for Ethan for the sub. Thank you so much for Deep Rio for the sub. Thank you so much for Haley for the sub. Whoa. Oh, okay, wait. Thank you so much for Oleg for the sub. Thank you so much for
Because it's been a whole minute since you last
Cameron for the sub. Thank you so much for Donna for the sub. Thank you so much for Michelle for the sub. Thank you so much for Shaden for the sub. Thank you so much for Emma for the sub.
13.5.
Thank you so much for Rihanna for the sub. Thank you so much for Wheeland for the sub. Thank you so much for Carol for the sub. Thank you so much for Wee for the sub. Thank you so much for
Mackenzie.
Thank you so much for Oscar for the sub. Thank you so much for Hayden for the sub. Thank you so much for Bobby for the sub. Thank you so much for Shanice for the sub. Thank you so much for Aaron for alright. Alex for the sub. Thank you so much for Landon for the sub. Thank you so much. Maddie for the sub. Thank you so much for Shax for the sub. Thank you so much to Thank you so much for Raiden for the sub. Thank you so much for Talon for the sub. Thank you so much for Balin for the sub. Thank you so much to
Oh God. Oh Del.
I know it's hard. It's important that you're here in court.
Thank you so much.
We still got 3.
Wait. Over here. That's why my sister's dead.
Thank you so much for Bryson for the sub.
Listen to the offer, Joe.
Alright, I'm gonna add 2 more before I spin the wheel.
Max, 12 years.
Thank you so much for
6 years. It is possible that we could be paroled while Scott and Billy are still minors. He brought a gun to the house.
Wait
Planning to kill her. He claims
Wait
he's carrying
me
a gun
for
for
the
protection.
sub.
He was leaving his car. He'd been mugged. He only wanted Lisa and the kids to come with him. Things got out of hand. He went
Thank you
to
so much for and thank you so much for
That's what I say.
Chase for the sub. Alright, let's see who gets a humongous shout out. Ready, set, go!
Families. It's the argument that he was deranged.
Leave that.
It works on occasion. Look, the real issue here is the children. If we go to trial, then
Alright, the winner is Joe. Good. Thank you so much for Joe. He is so that name is so common. You get a humongous shout out. Thank you so much, Joe. Right. Let me alright, let's do the Blooket. Alright, this is how what I made. Alright, I'm not gonna make mine.
Onto it.
Alright, guys.
Are you sure? You know, you can think about this.
But I want
Alright, let's do math.
Susie?
Alright, let's go.
Well, okay. Yeah. I guess.
Alright. Let's see
I
how
was
the
brushing
answer.
my teeth.
Me too.
And then I heard Mom say something like, no.
Alright.
Did you hear your father say anything?
No. I heard his voice. He said he was gonna kill him. You couldn't hear. I could too.
Really? Come on, let's let Dan talk to Susie, okay? I'll buy you a soda.
Alright. Alright, let me, host the game.
Susie.
Alright.
What did you hear?
I think I'll do crypto hack. Crypto hack.
There was a shot.
Okay, let me do.
I was screaming at Daddy.
About 2 minutes. Alright, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Alright, let's host. Alright, 860-6282.
Alright. So, now what happened after you heard the shot?
I came out of the bathroom, and Dad was coming out of Mom's room with a gun.
Is this the gun you saw in his hand?
Yeah, that's it.
We refer to People's Exhibit number 5. So, your father.
He had the gun. He stopped. I thought Dad would shoot him too, so I grabbed Scott and then I picked him up. Daddy, no! Daddy just stood there. It seemed like forever. And he just left. He shot her. And then he just left her to die. And she was bleeding, and I took Scott out of the room.
Why'd you do that?
So I couldn't see. He's just little. He was crying.
Did you cry, Billy? Why not?
I was too mad at Dad. I mean, why did you do that? Why do you have to go and shoot her?
So, let me get this straight. You're sitting, having a calm discussion with your ex-wife. All of a sudden, still married. Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. Now, at what point in this discussion did you remember that you just happened to have a gun? Objection. Sustained. I'll rephrase. At some point in this discussion, you pulled out your forgotten gun and shot your wife. I don't remember any of that. Gunshot makes a hell of a noise. I didn't hear it. You didn't hear it? No, I mean, I heard it. But it was like it was already very far away. So you were there, but you weren't there at all. Exactly. Well, that's a good trick, Mr. Miles.
Kyra, did you brush your teeth? Hurry up, we gotta go to bed.
I'll remember that one next time I'm looking for a good excuse. Objection. Sustained. You're up all night?
Too much.
So, don't work out. Okay, it won't work out.
Don't come on to do that.
Joanne, it's one crisis after another. I'm sworn out for it, that's all.
Well, how do you think I feel?
I don't know. Right now, I don't care. I'm tired. I'm just plain tired.
Or I need to. I think it's my fault. I don't know, maybe Bill was right.
What?
Look, if I hadn't butted in, Lisa would have worked it out herself. She would have. Lisa asked for help. No, she didn't see Bill. I made Bill angry at her. I did. And if I hadn't done that, she'd still be here. She would.
You don't know that.
Well, something's a distinct possibility, right? You gotta admit that.
Your guilt can't change the past. Oh.
Crap you're throwing at me. Is that supposed to be?
I don't know, is it?
Oh, here we go again. Now you're asking me questions when I want some answers.
I don't have the answer. It's something you'll have to discover for yourself, but it takes time.
All right, well, if you don't have the answers and I don't have the answers, what the hell am I doing here? I think I'm wasting my time. You know something? You're really great with kids, but you're lousy when it comes to what?
Sister was killed. Now you can run and take care of everybody, keep the house going, and go to court every day. You can do that. But someday you're going to have to stop running, turn around, and deal with your feelings.
You want to know what my feelings are? I can tell you what my feelings are. See, my feelings are that I want Lisa's murderer behind bars for the rest of his life. Those are my feelings.
Alright, guys. So we must, we're waiting on one more person. We're waiting on one more person. We're waiting on one more person to join, guys.
You know, watch out, you're going to fall right off that thing.
Maybe that's the idea.
Okay.
No. Just go for it.
It's not that. I just miss her, Dell. She was my sister. And I just miss her.
Okay, guys. So, everyone ready? Alright, guys, let's start. Alright. Choose a password, my crypto. Hack off your players by guessing their passwords.
Jerry, have you agreed on a verdict?
Most crypto after 3 minutes wins.
Stand the verdict's against.
Good luck.
On the count of murder in the first degree, how do you find the defendant? Find the defendant guilty. Sentencing 1 week from today. What is dismissed? It's the kids. They're amazing. See you with the sentence.
Thanks again, Dan. Joanne, Dell. This is long for everybody. Now that it's done, we'd really like to see the kids from time to time.
Honey, we can understand. We don't want to.
Listen, you'll always be their grandparents. Call us, okay?
Thanks.
You were nervous.
More than you know.
Well, you never know what people are going to believe. You'll put on a good show.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
So, now what?
What do you mean now what?
Well, where are those adoption papers you want me to sign?
I love you. 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 Oh, thank you so much. I love you.
Grocery.
Yes. Oh, gosh. And right here. Family.
So she was through with his face.
She just asked about a dark room, so keep smiling. No problem. Ready? Here we go. Okay, guys.
Guys, we're already late.
Okay, guys, it's wait for me. So I'll see you next time.
Guys and
Bye.
Guys and gals.